Yes.
Everybody has a maid.
Yeah, everyone has a nana, not maid. Nana is like, they care for you when you're a kid.
Like your grandmother.
No, that's nona.
Get up, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Marckie P Show. Another one. We're just doing these, George.
Bam.
We're just doing these forever. We're just going to podcast forever. Today, I got my boy George on. He is the marketing nightlife coordinator and the jack of all trades, formerly at Envy Concepts. Really good friend of mine. I think you...
So we are recording.
We are recording. Should we not? Should we start this over?
What do you think we were doing, George?
Roll with it.
We got Kyle in the back.
Oh my God, George! Hey, George.
Producer Kyle. The god. He's got the god voice in the back. It's just ASMR noises all the time. How's your year been, man?
2021 has been better than 2020. It's been. I feel like the world is going in the right direction. Many things. I feel shows are about to come back, which makes
hopefully.
me really hopeful. I'm glad to be on this table in front of you.
Oh,
in front of all these beautiful people.
George, you're looking hot today. I like to say that, okay?
He's fucking handsome. He is a stud. He is an absolute handsome fella.
Want to hear a funny story about George?
No.
We're gonna save that one for the end.
Okay.
What have you been doing this whole entire year? Like New Year 2021,
So
firing things up.
Just continuing all the good things from 2020. Like once we were all out of work, I started taking care of myself, meditating, running, and calling my grandma almost every day and doing like connecting with people that all these years with so much work I wasn't doing, and I didn't do it for myself and I didn't do it for the people I love. So now I'm back at doing it and finding balance with work and that, and it makes me feel really good.
2020 was a year where, I didn't take any days off like previously. I was just a workaholic. I don't think I took a single day off in like 4 years. So I completely understand that. It's finding the balance. Yeah, 2020 sucked. I think it sucked financially for a lot of people.
Yeah.
But I think mentally and physically for people, it was probably a good thing. If you work in this industry, and Kyle can probably attest to this, you can attest to this. We just go forever.
Forever.
And
24 hours.
When the show's over and everybody goes home, you're still working.
Yeah,
like
100%.
Your life still revolves around your work. So 2020 was, like looking back, you go, it was probably mentally good for me.
Yeah, it opened up a lot of eyes for people, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
And realized, there's people that will never come back to this industry. Then there's people that are like, wow, I thought was working nonstop. What the hell was I doing?
Yeah.
And now they're appreciating things a lot more than what they did.
Yeah, you try to find the balance, right? And before you would try to find the balance, but you weren't able to because you didn't know where that was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You would think that with taking a day off or whatever it would be was the balance. Oh, I took a day off. Or like, this is my weekend off. It's like, Are you really still off?
No, you get an email from Paradigm, you have to answer it.
Yeah, you get an email from anybody, right? And
from Tim.
You just,
or from you.
Tim or me. I'm just sending emails to George at 2:00 in the morning. Hey man.
Timmy Nines.
Yeah, Timmy Nines only.
Yeah, Timmy Nines only.
Ooh, he went down?
Yeah, I think he went down. Yeah, I think.
He's been pulling sevens lately.
Oh boy. When he watches this, he's going to love it. Timmy said, we're just shit talking him. Timmy ones, baby.
Does that mean that I have to redo his logo now?
Yeah, I think you have to fix everything.
Poor thing.
You have to fix everything. You're a guy who is on social media and you post a lot of funny shit. Are we living in a simulation?
100,000%. Yes.
Can you explain why you think we're living in a simulation?
Because there is two possibilities, that we're able to create simulations as complex as the universe or that we're not. So let's say 50-50 on each. If we are able to do it, then the possibilities of us being in the base layer are like 1 in a billion.
Right.
So I think there is a 49.9 chance that we are living in a simulation.
Almost 50%.
Almost 50%.
Okay.
There is still... Like, the thing is, people say, we're not going to have the computing power or, like, the technology. But, dude, 50 years ago, video games were, like, these two things that were just this ball that bounce. And now we're almost creating new worlds that look real, feel real. and it's only been 50 years. Imagine what's going to happen next 1,000 years.
Did you take mushrooms before you came in here, George?
Sober, clean.
George is completely drug free.
No, I'm actually speaking from science. It's very probable that we're in a simulation.
That is fucking wild. When
is
you
pretty
told
crazy.
when you posted one of those like Instagram stories, are we living in a simulation? And people were like, it's like yes or no. You did the what's it called? Like a poll.
Yeah.
It's like almost 50-50.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Because we live in a simulation.
Because a lot of people think that we're living in a simulation. It's like it's wild to think that. But your thought process on it is perfect. Do you believe in aliens?
I definitely believe in aliens. There's no chance we're the only intelligent beings in the universe.
Have aliens visited Earth?
I want to think no, because if they did, why are they not curing our diseases and stuff? Maybe, but honestly, I don't think so. I don't think they've visited yet. Maybe they see us, but we're so many light years away from them that it's not worth for them to come and deal with our with our bullshit.
We have Texas and Florida. We have Texas and Florida here. Once the aliens come down, they're going to be like,
they're
Texas and Florida,
like,
you guys are fucked.
Hell?
You guys need to figure it out.
Yeah, they're like, I send you a virus so you guys can behave and stay home, and you're doing this.
And you're still sprinting around naked in Florida.
Yeah. So
Florida, man.
Whoever programmed us is programmed us wrong, I guess, right, George?
No, they are
right. Is that what you're saying? Simulation?
No,
is that?
I think there is physical laws, there are mathematical laws that everything in the universe follows, and if you can code that and you can make it an algorithm, which means a code that rewrites itself, then we don't need to be perfect to be part of like a real simulated universe, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's fucking weird. I've never thought about that until now. Kyle, do you believe in aliens?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't know. I'd probably have to read up on it or something like that. Do you believe in ghosts?
Yes, I've seen a ghost.
Do you believe in ghosts, George?
I believe in spirits, but I don't believe in like poltergeist.
What's the difference between a spirit and a ghost?
The spirit doesn't never contact us. A ghost is like the...
a ghost is like Casper. A ghost is like Casper.
Yes.
Just Casper pops out. Hey, what's up, motherfuckers?
Yo, what's up, brother? We smoking today or what, bro?
Yeah. It's like the Scream character just comes sprinting down the hallway. You have an interesting upbringing. You are Bolivian.
Yes, sir.
My favorite Bolivian. Also the only Bolivian that I know.
And the only Bolivian that majority of the people I met knows.
That's probably really true. What was life like growing up in a country that is not America?
It was interesting. It was very fun. Legal age to drink is 18.
You guys just turn up.
The first time I got drunk, I was 14 and I crashed a quinceañera. At quinceañeras, everyone gets wasted, like the parents and the kids. So it's technically socially allowed, even though you can't buy alcohol, but you can. So it was very fun. Family is a huge part there. I have a big family. You see your family every day, all day. And it was very different. Like it was 360 degrees different to what we have here. There, the collectivism matters a lot. So a lot of people want to be part of this frat, want to do this, want to do that. Versus here, that I think self-fulfillment is like more important. And there, everyone pursues like one job position. Like everyone, the same one. Here, everyone has their own journey and their own destination, and everyone wants to be the best. That's something that majority of people don't want to, and that's great. I love it. Yeah,
and you moved here when you were 24, and you went to Holt,
correct.
And you got 2 degrees.
Yes,
absolutely. You could be one of the smartest people I know.
Thank you. But smart is not measured in degrees.
Yeah, I mean, it's not, but like it is, right? Like you went to school, you studied, you did all this hard work, and then you fall into the entertainment industry.
Yes, sir.
What did you go to school for?
I went for international business and marketing. Well, originally I went to economics in my undergrad, but then I discovered EDM, and then I decided I wanted to. You
discovered electronic music, and you're like, I need to dive headfirst into that.
Yes.
And you, and shout out to Marty.
Shout out to Marty.
She's
the glitch and the password in the simulation that's made everything possible. She's a godsend, or whatever you want to say.
She's incredible. She also makes the best salsa in the history of the world.
The best food. Everything she makes is
awesome.
Fantastic.
She was a volunteer when we were doing shows at Royale. and she brought you in.
Yes.
How did you guys meet, and what made you want to jump into the electronic music business, I guess, now that you're in it?
So funny story, like when I discovered dance music, like through the LimeWire era and stuff, like
LimeWire. That's how you destroy your computer.
Yes,
Dude, LimeWire, the amount of malware on that thing was fucking
you give
insane.
STIs to your computer like head first.
Yeah, you're literally lighting. You're better off just lighting your computer on fire.
Now,
dude, I downloaded so much porn, fucking LimeWire, dude. It's fucking insane. And that shit just froze up my computer.
It just breaks. Your parents are checking emails, and all of a sudden, it's just like
fucking ads and shit
mad
pop up.
sex happening.
Yeah.
It's like Marina wants you.
It was like a Pimp My Ride parody or something. I remember it actually like in my head. Like it was nothing. It was like, oh, I'm here to pimp your ride. And then she got fucked.
I actually think I remember that one. Like, I think I do. Memorable.
Incredible. That is absolutely incredible. Back to Marty. So you meet Marty.
Yes, sir.
And you're trying to get into electronic music and that side of the business. How did that happen for you?
So funny story, I applied for an internship at NV Concepts 3 times. And the 3 times they just probably read my, like, I now review resumes, so I know like how fast you go through it. So they just nexted me, right? I probably had tons of typos. I'm not a native speaker, but then one day I went to a show and it was the Afrojack show. And then the next day I went to I clicked the venue page on Instagram and I started liking all the people that was there, hoping that someone would like my photo too, and then meet people that like my favorite artists. And then I saw her picture and she was with Afrojack. So I entered her profile and the last 4 pictures were like she and Hardwell, she and Afrojack, she and Nerval. And I'm like, who is she? So I started following her and she didn't follow me back. So one day,
shame on her.
That bitch.
So one day, it's the day that they put the flags on the Boston Common. I think 27th of May or something like that.
Yep.
And she posted a story there, and I commented like, "Hey, I'm here too." And she never replied because it was on her request inbox.
Yeah.
But after a while, she saw it, and we started chatting. And then she said, "Oh, you want to come to this? I think it was a Seco show." And she was like, "Do you want to come?" So we met at the Thinking Cup at like 8 p.m. Then we went to the venue at like 9. And she made me start doing some moving inflatables and stuff. And she didn't even tell me I was gonna work that night, but I worked and I loved it. And I met you that night. You were wearing 6 sneakers. That's my first memory. 6 beard, 6 sneakers. And then next Friday I showed up again, and next Friday, and
every Friday.
Every Friday, and then more and more responsibilities were I was taking merch booths, and then I was helping Marcus on sauce in the Middle East. And one day Marcus sends me an email and is like, "Hey, I know you're a great supporter and I know you wanted to work with us. Do you want an internship?" And I was like, that was the happiest moment of my life. So shout out to Marcus.
Yeah, I mean, you're an invaluable human being. You do so much for everyone, and you're so good at your job. So I think one of NV Concepts' biggest acquisitions, we'll say, is you coming into the company, because you're so good at so many things, and you think on like a different level than people. You're always thinking
you're
like
too kind.
you're always, but it's true. You're always thinking like a little bit ahead. Like my merch line, right? Just for instance, you're like, "Hey, you should do this, something different every month." You were already ahead of me in that. You know what I mean? Like your thought process was like, "This is great, but how do we get it from here to here?" But you've always been that way, and I think that. You applying for the internship and not getting it, and I mean, I didn't throw it out. I don't know who did, but somebody else did. Just shows your determination and how like strong-minded you are to want to just get to the point where you need to be. And now you work for Big Night,
for the biggest company and the best company in the Northeast.
Yeah, and look, I mean, did you ever think that an internship blowing up inflatable couches?
Literally, that's where you start, like stagehand to intern,
yeah,
to marketing coordinator, manager, and then here. So it's like
now you're hitting pinatas full of money in the office.
Yeah. Now Kyle's just using you to vlog all the time. He's like,
yeah, dude, you're a hit on the vlogs, by the way. Everyone loves you.
Everybody, if you don't love George, your brain is broken.
If you guys want to see George's favorite sex position, go into Smile It's Kyle vlogs. You'll see his hands all twisted up and shit. If
those
you really
hands
want to
are
see.
people. Those hands are people, by the way. I wasn't making some weird hand shit.
You were trying to do like a spider or something there. It looked like, but
You do this.
Nonetheless,
No.
George is a great guy.
Big sex guy, also great guy.
Yeah.
What was like your when you moved here? What was like the biggest challenge for you moving from Bolivia to coming to school here?
I think in Bolivia I had everything I could ever want. I had a car. I had like this beautiful apartment where my mom used to live, but then she moved to the Netherlands with her husband. So I had this sick 3-bedroom apartment, huge, in one of the newest buildings in the city.
You were just making love in all the rooms.
maybe.
Dude, this guy carries around a backpack full of condoms.
I literally.
This guy can do anything.
I
does
literally
everything.
had everything I could ever want. I had a job at Philip Morris that paid really well, and I had another job at a company that was outsourcing IT operations for Amazon here. So I was like very well off in that sense, and I had all my family except my mom, but I would see my mom every 3 months. And then I came here and I had nothing. I had zero. I knew zero people here, but I had a challenge ahead of me. Like I was like meeting a lot of new people, and I was like, dude, there was like 4 EDM shows a year in my country. Now I'm in a city that is like 3 per week.
Yeah.
So that was like, they literally leveled everything up. It's like, if you're not doing what you love, and it doesn't matter how many other things you have, if you're not doing what you truly, truly love, then you're not as happy. So here I didn't have anything, and I was happier. And I was like, whoa.
That's a crazy thought, to go from having everything
yeah,
and being, it's it. Coming here having nothing
and being happy.
the happiest you've ever been.
Yeah.
That's incredible. That's incredible. But you come here. What did you face besides like school stuff? What did you face for challenges in America?
Learning to wash my clothes, because like in Bolivia everyone has like a person that helps them clean and do everything.
Really?
Everyone. Like it's part of
like a maid?
Yes.
Everybody has a maid.
Yeah, everyone has a nana, not maid. Nana is like they care for you when you're a kid.
Like your grandmother.
No, that's nona.
Oh, geez, I'm getting all my words mixed up.
Like a nanny.
Like a nanny, yeah.
Okay.
Nanny in the U.S.
To get your nanny, so I had to learn how to stop shrinking and destroying my clothes. I had to learn to cook. I had to, thankfully, Holt was really good for induction to this country, because there's like people from 200 countries. Like it's crazy.
Right.
So everyone was new. Everyone was from a different place, and it was so exciting to just meet different customs, eating different things. So the most challenging part was like that quick, like walking everyone and learning to use the T or public transportation. Like I've never taken public transportation in my country. Like
right.
And here it was like you need to, or you're gonna spend a lot in Ubers.
Right.
So it was challenging but very rewarding. And I think my induction process to this city, particularly, is a very like open city for internationals.
Yeah, Boston's great for international people.
It's one of the best cities, like I think, in the world.
That's what it's known for, though, isn't it? The city.
Yeah.
It's known for the most like international schools and all that stuff,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it's great. Boston's like a melting pot. Everywhere
Yeah.
you go, the food is amazing.
The food is amazing.
It's just like anything you could ever want is in this small little city.
Yeah.
But growing up, your mom moved to the Netherlands, leaves you alone.
Well,
What-
my dad
what is-
was in
what
my
is-
city.
What
but
is young George doing?
I was partying like crazy. Like I was such a different person from what I am now. Like I would literally get drunk, like wasted, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and sometimes Sunday.
Just getting fucked up.
Just getting screwed up. Yeah, it was crazy. And I was like smoking a ton of cigarettes. Like it was insane, because I worked at Philip Morris, right? So I had like 1 pack a day. I had so many bad habits.
You
George-
don't come
one
off
pack-
as a guy that just puffs.
Yeah, just taking out 1 pack of cigarettes at a time, like in once, just like the whole end.
How many packs would you smoke a day?
1. Like my peak was 1, and I
1?
kept that till I moved here, and then I quit in 2019 August, and I haven't smoked a cigarette ever since.
Was it hard for you to quit?
It,
Did you have to put those patches on and all that shit?
Rock a
well,
patch.
I discovered the Juul, which is a terrible addiction. So now I still Juul, and I wish I didn't. But after I quit cigarettes, quitting many other bad habits was super easy, because I think, and if anyone is watching here that hasn't smoked a cigarette yet, don't smoke. Never try the first cigarette, because that's gonna ruin your life.
I disagree.
Have you smoked cigarettes?
Yeah, I was on the bus tour and I was smoking cigs at the bar, dude. I was hammered.
Just taking
But
out,
you were hammered. so
just
that's
taking
the
out
thing.
lung darts.
Yeah. I was just like, whoa, what's this thing?
What's it?
Woo. Yeah.
I just envision Kyle being in like West Virginia at a dive bar with his feet up.
I was in Cincinnati actually.
Close enough.
Smoking American spirits.
just taking down a full pack of Marb Reds.
Gross.
Wearing a flannel with just the sleeves cut off.
Oh, that'd be sick. Like Carl. It'd be basically
Yeah, that's
Carl.
Carl. That's Carl.
That's true. That is true. What was your introduction into electronic music?
Well, that's a crazy thing. So everyone in Bolivia watches like Miss Universe and stuff. So we were watching it with my family, blah, blah, blah. And then this girl from the Destiny's Child was singing, and this song was amazing.
Beyonce.
And then on the credits, it appears David Guetta. And I'm like, no way her name is David. So then I started like on LimeWire to just research this David Guetta guy. And he was when he was still doing house. That was his first singles that was like with big American stars before he was like more housey, right? And then he just...
Oh, that song's with Kelly Rowland.
Yeah, when
Kelly
Love Takes
Rowland.
Over. The
Love
first
Takes Over, yeah.
dance song that I ever heard.
It's a great song.
It's a great song.
It's still to this day.
Yes, it's still to this
Fantastic
day. And then I discovered trance because trance was like the big thing. So like Darude and like Dash Berlin. And then it
Nothing hits like Sandstorm.
Nothing hits like Sandstorm. Like seriously.
One year Sandstorm. It was April Fool's Day, and YouTube. Every time you type something into the search bar on YouTube, it would say, "Did you mean Darude Sandstorm?" Every single thing you would search. Did you mean Darude Sandstorm? It's like just stuck in your head forever.
That should be your intro.
My podcast would just shoot to the moon if I do Darude Sandstorm.
To Mars. We don't say to the moon. Other people's been in the moon. We're going to Mars.
We're going further.
Yeah.
We're going further. But
Dream big.
Think big. So David Guetta was your intro into dance music.
It was kind of like the tease, but literally it was Tiesto. Like I discovered trance Tiesto, like Adagio of strings Tiesto. And then one day when I was in senior year, he had a show in La Paz, which is another city. So I went to the bar. Like my parents thought I went to the bar and I just came back the next morning, but I was actually in La Paz. Like I sneaked out and I went to my first EDM show, and then that changed my life. I was like, whoa, like I really like this type of music. I really like the energy. It was like so amazing. And I was like, I might become a raver, even though the word didn't exist in my vocabulary then. I was like, I just want to meet more people that do this and just keep feeling this positive energy that comes from the people, from the artists, from the bigger than life stages. So
yeah, I mean, electronic music has done a lot for a lot of people.
Yes.
You know, trance and all the subgenres. You know, obviously, music is very influential for everyone, but electronic music, you know, puts people in a different headspace, in a different mood. I mean, it's hard to explain, but you go to a nightclub and you're hearing like those beats are in.
when it
hits you in the chest.
Yeah,
and you're just locked in.
Yeah,
you're just locked in. Who's your favorite and least favorite artist to listen to? My
favorite artist. You actually didn't send me this question. But
I didn't.
It's
surprising you, George.
Good, because I'm a very scientific person. So my favorite artist, and I'm gonna tell you the reasons. It's Illenium, because there's 5 things I care about for an artist. First one is production. His music or their music has to be like good, original enough, different from song to song, but it has to have a sound. So check. Good DJing, meaning that any room they play at, like if it's a nightclub, if it's Los Lands, if it's EDC, they have a different set. They know how to read the crowd, so check. Third is an artist involvement in good things. So like Illenium is so involved in mental health and stuff.
Right.
So I feel like artists have a platform, and whenever they don't use that platform for the greater good, they get a cross on my list. Like you're just wasting your fame, basically. 4 is branding, and I think his logo is so portable and nice.
Yeah. He's also got those baseball jerseys.
Yeah, his merch line, like branding is everything. It's your social media, your logo, your merch, and your fans. So how your fans like really identify with you, how many lives you change. And the 5th thing is when they have a good team, meaning that they don't give me a hard time when we do a show with them.
Yeah. It's always like the back. It's like, who's your favorite artist to work with? It's like, it's not really who the best and the worst is. It's, does their team suck?
Yeah, does their team suck or not? And honestly, Illenium's team, for the size he is, it's pretty nice. They are cooperative. Whenever we have a marketing initiative, they go like head first. We ask them, hey, can we get 25 pins? So I like that. Like they care about selling out their shows in different markets. And I
Right.
think that's, as a marketing person, is very important. Instead of those people that think, oh, my artist is going to sell just because of their name.
It'll just sell, right?
Yeah, and that's not the
how,
point.
That's not how it works.
That's not how it works.
Right.
Exactly.
What's been the biggest challenge?
And that was 5 key points with George. Love that, George.
Oh God, I fucking love Kyle.
5 points.
5 points.
Should we make the 5 points T-shirt?
Yep. George will put it up.
George, the 5 points T-shirt here. George will put it up.
George will put it up.
I just got it.
George caught that at the very end. What have been the biggest struggles of like marketing events? You were just talking about the teams and.
I think the biggest struggle and also the most exciting opportunity is to learn that all electronic music is so vast and so different from one subgenre to another, from one artist to another, from one fan base to another. So learning how to reach the right people with the right message instead of thinking that, oh, there's a formula that hits all. Like if you run ads on Facebook, it's going to work, but maybe these people don't have Facebook and you have to use Resident Advisor. Or maybe
Right.
you have to do other things. So I think the biggest challenge for me when starting, and I'm still learning, is to know the right type of message and the right type of channel to hit people. Like for the dubstep crowd, you're better off giving away flyers at the exit of another dubstep show than spending money on Facebook ads that are just not going to convert.
Right.
So I think that's super exciting, and that's one of the things I love about my job is that I can always keep learning. And until I don't sell out every single show ever, I'm not completely fulfilled.
Right. That was fucking good. Kyle
Phenomenal,
nailed
George.
it.
That's
Kyle
energy
nailed
I
it.
needed today.
That's it, dude. George came in hot today.
Yeah.
You had him on your show, and he was
That's
nervous.
a disappointment.
He was nervous.
He said this is my redemption show, and George is fucking killing it.
I mean, George is a ladies' man, so he was a little
He is.
nervous. We had a
He
chick
is.
at the table, and he was just getting all aroused. But
He's trying-
leave that at
he's
that.
we're playing footsies right now. So
Reading your poems and shit.
How weird it is that you're playing foot with a person with your face and you're wearing your face on your face.
there's a lot of. The only person in here that's not wearing my face.
I think
is
this
Kyle,
show is
so.
over-branded right now.
Did we overbrand?
I think we over-branded today, guys.
There's not such thing.
No such
Nope.
thing. Nope. Nope.
You got that right.
The brand is strong, baby.
Yeah.
So we've done this in the past few weeks, and it's just become this thing that people love. At this point, when I'm out, people are like, "Oh my God, I tuned in and I was watching the end, and the Susan segment happens."
Susan segment,
The
my
Susan
favorite
segment
part of the show.
happens. Literally everybody's new favorite part of the show. I don't even have a show anymore. It's her show.
Bring her then.
This is the Susan segment for the week, and we're gonna fire right through these. You ready?
Ready.
You ready, Kyle?
I'm always ready.
God, Jesus Christ! Every time you say something, I just immediately think that you're just. There you go. I knew it. If you had to make a complete career change, what would you do?
Oh, that's tough because I love my career, but I would be a Formula One driver.
Wow, that is not what I expected.
I would drive for Red Bull, actually.
You just
Yeah.
Red Bull.
Yeah, I would drive for their team.
Hey, George, you're pointing to the Red Bull, but you're covering the Red Bull logo on the
Ooh,
can.
sorry.
Also,
there you
also,
go. There we go. Perfect
Thank-
position right there.
thank you, Red Bull, for sending me 2
what she
cases of Red Bull to my house. I appreciate you.
Are you asking me next?
Yeah,
Am
you're
I
up.
part of this?
Yeah,
I'd be
yeah.
a porn star.
Knew it. I absolutely knew it. I love that.
Fucking I don't know any guy fucking porn star names. Ron Jeremy.
Ron Jeremy.
Ron
Yeah,
Jeremy.
Ron
Yeah,
Jeremy.
but there's the
I'd
guy
grow a
that
stash.
there's the guy that all those memes happen with, Johnny Sins.
Is that his
The
name?
bald dude. Oh well, you have the other dude. His name is Wood. That's it.
The big guy?
Yeah, with the fucking absolute hang down. That
Yeah,
thing is
I mean-
giant.
Dude, he was
Thing's the Empire State Building.
he was Kyle's Zoom background on meetings when we were in quarantine. Like
I forgot about that.
Randy would join the meeting. I was like, what the hell? And then,
Just a giant cock.
Giant hog behind me.
Just a hog.
that's
just
a real
hanging.
whole hog.
Yeah, that's a real whole hog right there.
I think
Jesus.
it's just a big dick over Kyle's shoulder.
I remember Jesse was on his kids teacher parent
Oh my
conference
God.
and he had it on the background. He forgot that he said it, and the
Yeah, that
teacher
happened.
he had to email the teacher after saying
Yeah.
sorry.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that actually happened.
That is insanity.
That's crazy.
funny.
How many Zoom fails do you think have happened over the quarantine?
A lot.
A lot.
I mean, there's been ones where people weren't muting their mics and shit like that, and they heard conversations.
Yeah.
Like that dude from CNN. Like,
oh, the kids?
no. It was like Jeffrey Toobin's his name. He forgot to turn his camera off, and then like started to
Satisfy himself?
satisfy himself.
That's hot. Wow, that's great.
It's like Zoom is up. Zoom has been a gift and a curse this
See,
whole
he
year.
should have stuck to being a porn star, like me.
I would probably be a chef.
You
I
would
could
be a
see being
great
a
chef.
chef.
Your
I'd be a chef.
chili is phenomenal.
You have the
Thank
look
you.
for a chef.
That's my dad's chili. Ooh,
but it's in
I'm
your
gonna bring it.
DNA, so
It is
You
in my
mean chili,
DNA.
huh?
Like oh, it's incredible. It's the best. It's absolutely the best. Staying on the food topic, does pineapple belong on pizza?
1,000,000 times yes.
Let's
yes,
go.
Yes. Whoever says no, they had a horrible childhood and they hate both their parents and all their siblings. Pineapple does belong in pizza.
George just went in. George is like, your whole family fucking hates you.
See, I would have to disagree.
Oh, does your
No,
whole
but-
family hate you?
Says the guy that
Debatable.
that eats a tuna salad sandwich every day.
Chicken salad, not 200 George. Come on.
Okay.
Chicken salad. The chicken salad from Fang
I don't think it doesn't belong, but it's not my choice. Like I don't know. For some reason, I think it fits for some reason, but it's not my preference.
But that's a nice answer. You know, he's not hating on.
I'm not
pineapple. He's
hating
just
on
saying
it.
that's
Yeah,
his
no,
thing.
exactly. I'm not hating on it, but I don't think personally I would be involved. But I don't see it being
I like your answer.
like
Kyle.
a
That's a good answer.
problem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I order spicy chicken, jalapenos, pineapple.
Perfect.
I mean, what the fuck you doing on that thing?
you can even replace the
making
red
love
sauce.
on
You
it,
probably
bro.
got gizzards after that eating
Just-
that thing,
ooh.
dude.
No, you
Fucking
can replace
Jesus.
the red sauce with barbecue sauce on that thing you said,
Yeah.
and it sounds like heaven.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like a little, sweet, a little spicy.
Perfect.
Pineapple belongs on pizza.
Pineapple belongs on pizza.
And if you don't think pineapple belongs on pizza, you're wrong.
Actually, let's make that T-shirt. Pineapple belongs on pizza.
Down.
Sounds
We're
good,
on.
George. Put it up.
Sounds good, George. Sounds good, George. Put it up.
Take your notes.
Poor George comes on the show. We just put him to work immediately. Your first COVID plane ride is free. Where are you going?
Well, I don't have a fun answer to that. I'll go see my family. So
Right to Bolivia
yeah,
or the Netherlands?
no, Bolivia right now.
Imagine. Such a
Imagine.
heart-filled answer, and then I'm
know.
going to say, like, Florida or something.
It's free, Kyle.
He missed-
You better pick somewhere more like
He misses buddy.
farthest.
Nah, dude, I always wanted to go to Australia.
He misses Buddy so much that he's going to take his free COVID trip and fly down to see him.
Yeah. The last person I'm saying.
Australia. Australia.
Yeah, Australia. Dude, I've always wanted to go to Australia. And
Same-
it's
same
just
here.
such a different, especially just meeting like Stafford Brothers, Burke Evers, and all them too.
Yeah, I mean, they're
it's just
incredible.
like,
They're crazy.
yeah, they're animals, but just by like, I don't know. I feel like it's a whole different world down there, and not many people like
Yeah.
know. I feel
Also,
like,
the
I don't know.
spiders are the size of a fucking football, dude. They're massive.
And
The
the
spiders are
crabs.
this big.
I always wanted to see a kangaroo as well. Yes, the
That's
animals
cute.
down there is part of it.
Yeah, but like, what are you going to do when a spider that's the size of half your body just comes strolling through your door?
Running,
You're
just gonna run.
He's going to fuck it? No, I was kidding.
The hell.
Hey, whatever happens in Australia stays in Australia.
I would probably go to like the Maldives or like Bali or someplace with
Ooh,
like
Bali.
an
Yeah, but
over the water bungalow where I can just be in my banana hammock, laying in a hammock.
you don't want to go to like Tulum or something where everybody went in November
No, absolutely not.
during
COVID land.
Corona.
I mean, I love Mexico. Don't get me wrong. I love Mexico. We've talked about this. It's my favorite place. But I would definitely just be chilling in a hammock over the
In a
water.
park.
Banana hammock, yeah.
And wearing a banana
Yeah.
hammock,
Yeah.
maybe eating a banana while I'm eating. It's just like bananas all over the place. So the next one is choose a fighter. You get Guy Fieri with a flamethrower, Conor McGregor with 4 arms, or Bernie Sanders with magical mittens. Every time I tried to type that out earlier and I left at the same spot. I just like,
My first question to that is, what are magical mittens? Like, what can you do with those things?
I guess they're magical. You just have to figure it out. You can kind of do everything, I guess.
I'll take the Bernie Sanders magical mittens because I'm curious.
Okay.
I'll take Guy Fieri.
Yeah, me too. If I didn't pick him, I'm pretty sure my dad would disown me. My dad's the world's largest Guy Fieri fan. So
I'd cast a spell on your ass with my magical mittens. You wouldn't be able to do anything. I'll paralyze your ass.
just be standing there. It's like Kyle would just snap his fingers, and I would just be just completely just.
He can't snap because the meeting doesn't
Oh
have
yeah,
like,
you can't.
fingers.
Yeah, see how
I can
does
clap
that
though.
work?
Ah,
Oh, you do a
I can
little.
clap.
You do a little
I
clap.
don't have any fingers, but hey.
Yeah, I mean, Conor McGregor with 4 arms, though, that'd be pretty good. You could
Yeah,
beat
but
the
just-
shit out of people, but
Overrated. Like I
Yeah.
think everyone would pick that, so that's why I'm picking Guy, and also
Yeah.
because flamethrower.
also
is
a
like awesome.
flamethrower.
Yeah.
If he walked in right now with like the Tesla flamethrower, I'd be like, you You are Jesus Christ.
Imagine if Bernie Sanders walked in with magical mittens, though. He could hypnotize your ass.
Yeah. He looks like he should be hypnotizing people anyways.
Yeah.
2 more. Favorite pickup line and has it ever worked?
The favorite pickup line is "I am the greatest rebound." When the girl's like crying in the nightclub, or you see her piece, it's like, oh, I've been told I'm the greatest rebound, and it works most. Like I give it a 60% success rate because 1, she's angry at her ex or current boyfriend, whatever, and 2, because you're being funny, so she's crying and she starts like laughing, but she like when you make her laugh, it's like the first connection. And it works.
I like that, George. You're going for like the one night stand, basically. You're not going for a relationship on that, being a rebound.
Well, pickup lines are mostly for one night stands.
Yeah. Okay.
Relationships are.
You heard it here first. Pickup lines are for one night stands only.
Yeah. Can't use them. Yeah. Huh?
That's so you're saying 60%.
I think so.
Okay, that's a good percentage.
Depends how angry is her and how physical proximity the guy that made her cry is around, or just.
Oh, good point. Wow.
You can say, yeah, I'm a great rebound.
Do you just like walk by and say it? Do you just slide that in? Do you just like what? How do you approach it? Do you like, you know how you see people when you pass?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, do you just, as you're passing, do you just drop the line?
I think it depends on how loud is the music. Where are you in the city? Where you're outside or you're inside?
I feel like that only work in like certain scenarios. I feel like it's not like a all round like pickup line. I think it's like, hey, I don't know. You got to be the right.
Yeah, you have to
setting,
be all the right setting. Like, a lot of things need to happen, but it's like more certain and more accurate than most pickup lines.
You're in a beer garden in the seaport with the sun setting.
Then,
Kyle.
Then maybe it's not gonna work.
I don't know if it's gonna work there, but
yeah, it's not gonna work.
It's not good.
Mine is if you're on a bus tour. You ever been on a tour bus?
You ever been on a tour bus? You fucker.
I knew he was gonna say that.
I did too. I actually felt that come out of his brain.
That's an inside joke, guys. Come on.
You ever been on a tour bus?
Come on.
I mean, have you ever been on a tour bus?
I went on my first one March of 2020.
And were you making love in the coffin bunk?
No.
If only you could see
driver's seat.
You were in the driver's seat. I love
driver's
that.
Seat.
I used to use one back in the day. It would be. Do you know how much a polar bear weighs?
I've heard this so many times.
Enough to break the ice.
I mean, how old are you, Mark?
Fucking 30, man. 33.
Yeah, keep that in the 30s, okay, bro? We're millennials now, man. We send DMs and shit.
I know. What do I do now? I just slide in with the fucking fire emoji.
Or you can DM someone, oh my God, and it works every time.
Or just a random emoji and it's like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
Yeah, what is wrong? What is wrong?
I think
with
pickup lines should be like, okay,
outlawed.
What the fuck does this guy really want? You got to make him curious. It's respond, and then that's when you really go in for the kill.
I feel like you just go for the kill regardless. I feel like you just walk up and you're just like, let's fuck.
No, I actually do not do that. No,
you just seem like the type.
Nah, man, I'm actually super shy. So, yeah, everyone
shy.
knows that though. That's
I thought it was Smileless Kyle. It's not Shyless Kyle.
Smiles, Kyle.
And the last one, we did this last night. We were having a few beers at my favorite bar, Nathan Bill's. They put wings on the menu for me.
Yeah, so
Yep.
we need to put a photo
go.
of that. Yeah,
Let's go. We were doing porn names, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is your porn name? But your porn name is your first ever animal and the street you grew up on.
What's first ever animal?
Like the name of your first animal.
Ooh.
Name of the first animal.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, I can go while you guys think because mine is elite.
What is it?
My name would be Hulk Johnson.
That's a good one.
That's wild.
I think mine's Bruno Park Ave.
So Bruno Park?
Bruno Park. Avenue. Avenue.
Is Bruno your first pet?
Very Italian of you. Just use the
Bruno Park.
Is Bruno your first pet?
Personally, yeah. I mean, I've had so many dogs. I think my first dog, since I was born, my parents had a dog that was named Bruno as well, I think. It's kind of weird how that circles around.
So you're Bruno Park. What are you?
I would be. So I'm going to choose the first street I lived here because something in Spanish is not going to make any sense.
Yeah.
So it would be Pirate Bristol.
What kind of animal was it, George?
Bristol?
What kind of animal was it?
It was a dog.
A dog.
He had a.
I could see you being a hamster guy.
No, he had he had a spot here.
Oh. I thought you said you only had one eye.
No. Not a real pirate.
You're Pirate Bristol?
Yeah,
that's kind of hot right there.
That's
Pirate Bristol.
That's kind of good. That's kind of good.
That is kind of good.
You just have to just be like, "Arr," every time.
Okay. What would be your porn name if you didn't have to do it that way? If you could just think of a porn name right off the top of your head, what would it be?
Teninchalo.
What?
I'd probably just be Pitbull.
George could be like the Bolivian killer or something like that.
No, you don't want people to know where you're from.
What would I
You're
be?
gonna get stalkers.
I don't even know what I would be. I'd just be the whole hog legend or something. Whole hog.
They probably just I'd probably just go one name. I'd just be like Steel. That's it. It'd be just one name. It's like featuring Steel. It's like then I just walk in, big dad bod, small pee-pee. Like the opposite.
Big beard though.
Just the opposite of my actual porn name. It'd be like reverse. But that is it. You got anything? You got anything going on? Anything you want to drop before we sign off?
Well, first, tell everyone to comment, subscribe.
Comment,
hit
subscribe.
the bell button. Rate this on Apple Podcasts.
Yep.
Also, I want to tell everyone that no matter where you're from or what happens or what are your circumstances, you can always achieve whatever you want. You just have to be super persistent and be clear on what your dreams are. And I think that's I'm super thankful that you let me this awesome platform with more than 100 subscribers for now, and maybe after this video even more.
100 fucking subscribers, baby.
So I want everyone to just fight for your dreams. Don't follow your parents' dreams or whoever is telling you what to do. Just follow your heart and kill it.
And kill it. I love it. That's a great message, George, man. Well, thank you for being here. Kyle, thank you for joining.
Of course, yeah. When I have time, I'd love to pop in more.
Oh, wow. What a pleasure. All right, everybody. Peace.